Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation. And I took my mom to go see this. I'm a huge fan of the first two films. They're not like top tier Pixar Disney films where they're fantastic films. It's a lot of fun, it's enjoyable aesthetic, and it's animated in a unique way thanks to Genndy Tartakovsky, who I really enjoy his work with Samurai Jack and Dexter's Laboratory and Powerpuff Girls, and he really brings a great vision to this film and gives it such a unique look with the strangely constructed character designs and everything like that. It makes it stand out, and with this unique setup of these strange monsters as our main characters like Dracula and Frankenstein and the Mummy, I feel like that's a great way of making this film stand out aesthetically. And the film shakes it up because they get taken out of the hotel and they go on a cruise. Or you could argue what Drax says, and it's like, it's a hotel on the water. And yeah, it is, but they do different things with it, and I appreciated that with this film. And Adam Sandler's great, honestly, is Dracula. He does such a great job with his vocal performances here, and honestly it's really something that he digs his teeth into and really enjoys doing, and you can tell it, and he really works for him. Now it borderlines on kid pacing where it's moving too fast, but I feel like there's so much energy in this film and it really works for this film that I appreciated that. And the slapstick is really fantastic, honestly, in this. The physical comedy is one of the highlights of this film, and I really appreciate that about this, because it's the most universal form of humor, but it's also really hard to make work today without seeming really silly. But it's really silly, and in this film, in this style, it is silly. And it has solid themes of love and family and stuff like that, and it gives you enough where it's not just like, this is just throwaway bunch of dumb animated kids movie. It brings enough to the table to make it really stand out, and it uses music in such a great way. And I was really surprised by some of the musical choices in this film, and I really appreciate them, and you have a lot of fun with it, and I appreciated how they made the music work. And it's top-notch animation, and this is really Sony Animation's bread and butter, is this franchise, and I really appreciate it. Now, there's a lot of wasted characters. A lot of the supporting cast is just like, what are you here for? You're just there because you're supposed to be there, and that's disappointing. And the ensemble's really underutilized, because there's a lot of, like, Andy Samberg doesn't get a whole lot to do in this film, honestly. And then a lot of Adam Sandler's friends, Kevin James, Steve Buscemi, David Spade, Keegan-Michael Key's in this. They don't get a whole lot to do. I do say Jeff Gaffigan as Van Helsing and Catherine Hahn as his great-granddaughter. I think they get a lot to do, and I really appreciated their performances, but a lot of the ensemble is wasted. And it's hit or miss humor. A lot of it's too many pop culture references, and I don't appreciate that in the context of this film. There's some certain things that work because it uses it, like the strangeness of they've been alive for hundreds of years and are weirded out by modern technology and stuff like that. But I feel like that there's too much obnoxious pop culture references throughout. It's a bit too episodic. It's really choppy in terms of, here's this quick scene, here's a quick scene, here's a quick scene, let's throw this in, let's throw this in, let's throw this in. And it's edited kind of like piecemeal together and thrown together, and that doesn't always work for me. And the biggest thing is, it's a little too run-of-the-mill. It doesn't really go to places where it's really taking advantage of this different kind of story and aesthetic, where it really could. And it's a little more too straightforward family fare. But I really enjoy this film a lot, and kids and families can really enjoy this. If you're somebody who's into animation, but it has to be something really fantastic and deep, like studio cartoon, it's like, if it has to be like Pixar and Disney level, or like How to Train Your Dragon, it's like, this isn't it. It's a lot of fun, and it's different, and you can enjoy it, but if you're really looking for something deep and really meaningful, this really isn't it. But it's a lot of fun, so go take your family out to go see Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation.